That's why you go.
That's such an amazing, amazing thing.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to go into a little bit of the benefits of dancing. So I know that a lot of people come just because they feel good or whatever, but I feel like dance is a lot more than learning a step. I feel like,
I
yeah, go ahead.
I have an interview in Telemundo. I was always also in Telemundo. The school was featured in Telemundo, but they asked me about that. And yeah, it helps to the memory, of course, because you are remembering. It helps you to the
Yeah, the
connection to your
brain.
body. Yeah, yeah. It's not easy. There is another common joke that I have in my classes. That is, I explain one easy step, and then I am like, come on, I am pretty sure that you do something more complicated in your work, right? Because I have a lot of engineers, people I am pretty sure with a huge high Q that then you are like shoulder back, left forward, and they go like right.
No
You see
idea.
you see the brain, shut it down, and you're like you thought that you were smart, now you are not that much, right? Like yeah, like it's such a different thing to do, So you train other parts of your brain, like you learn how to move
Yeah.
your body, coordination, it's something that in your brain you are not using at all. That's no matter how many math you do, you have no idea how to manage your body. So yeah, it's not just an exercise, it's not just like burn some calories. That's kind of like the easy and the most common known one, right? But it helps you a lot in to train your brain and a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and I would add to that because for me, because well, I love dancing in general as it is, but for me, one of the reasons why I do it is also because you feel emotionally and mentally, you feel happier, right? You feel better. You feel more excited about life. You feel like you can do more. You get more energy, and also for the physical benefits. Sometimes, let's say I'm like sitting all day in the office and then your back hurts or your neck hurts, and then you go to dance class and it helps with your posture, it helps with your back pain, neck pain. Like you feel better, even like the smallest things like that. So I feel like there's gazillion different benefits to it aside from just the usual, fun. It also helps with a lot
Definitely.
more.
Yeah, the body is made to be a killing machine, right? We are made to be in a jungle hunting animals, like our bodies are literally machines to move a lot, to make a lot of exercise, to run, for kilometers, like we are so capable that the worst thing that you can do and the easiest and fastest way to destroy the body is to sit down or lay down. You put a person when a person gets sick and go to the hospital after a month being in bed, after it they lost almost all the muscles, like they are not able to move much, like the back is destroyed, like the bones like went down a lot. So the body is made to move and do activity.
Yes, I totally agree. The body is designed to move. You have to
Design.
move, otherwise it's
Exactly.
gonna break down.
Exactly. Exactly.
Gonna have all those issues. So that's amazing. What is your favorite part about creating the Salsa Sabrosa dance school?
I'm gonna give you the second one. I'm not gonna say the first one. Uh, the second favorite stuff of the school uh, is the community. Definitely, it's the fact of to just reaching out so many people. I don't know. Like last time I went to last 2 3 times that I went to different places, to different restaurants in New York City. I have 3 people in each place that knew me, and not because I feel super important, just being aware of how one person can kind of like connect, and kind of like impact so many people, kind of like touch. Now that's kind of
Yeah, yeah, that's right. You're touching people's lives. You are.
no,
Yeah,
I
you're.
didn't want to say that. That's
Yeah,
not
but
supposed to be
that's how you
that.
say it. Yeah, it's good. It's good. You can say
No,
that.
no, I want to say how you can touch
Well, you
so
can say impact people's lives.
rich people.
Okay, reach,
How yeah, rich
reach.
people. Yeah, impact
Reach is good.
people's life is too much maybe to say for me. But rich, like the people that you can touch, the people that you can approach, doing that. And the rest, rarely I go to Manhattan and come back to my home without knowing someone on the street, without crossing and passing by some student running um, to some student, to some teacher, or something like that. There is every single day. It's like at least one person that I cross, and they're like, "Hey, how are you, Teo?" Blah, blah. And now even in restaurant, that people that recognize me, "Oh, you are like the salsa teacher that goes to the person, whatever." That not as in the way like, "Oh, I am so cool," but that surprised me. Just if me that I consider myself really small as a part of the world, because I think it is right. Like we are just like a tiny, tiny, tiny piece. It's able, just in such a big city as New York, can rich people, not touch people life, rich people,
Okay, that's good.
that easily. It's like wow, like if I really take the school to the level to that I want to take it, is it's just gonna be crazy the amount of life that I'm gonna be reaching
Uh,
without realizing it.
and I hope you do because I definitely want to see it grow and progress. Because, like I said, I want everybody to experience what we are experiencing. It is so much joy. Okay, the next question I have, thanks for sharing that, is who are the three most influential people in your life or that have impacted you throughout your journey? We kind of mentioned your parents already.
Yeah, that's two different completely questions, right? Like, who is the people that is most influenced me? That will be kind of like right now, and the other person is who are the people that influence me through my life. That's totally three different people, right? In my life, definitely my dad, my mom, um, and the third one is really difficult. And I'm gonna send it to him. For good or bad, I have to say my oldest brother. And I say for good or bad because our relationship was no the best one, the dreamy one. I have the dreamy one with the youngest one, but
Wait,
with
how
the
many brothers do you have?
therefore I am the
You're the
second
four, all four of you together, so four brothers.
pro brothers. We are pro brothers. I am the
Are you the middle one?
second one,
You're the second youngest?
the second older.
You're the second older, and after
The,
you,
the
there's
oldest, the oldest, me, another one, and another one. So with the
oh,
youngest one, I have the dreamy brothers relationship, right? With the third one, it's super cool as well. But with the first one, like the first one and the second one, which is me and him, that was pretty complicated. So I will say for good or bad, he was the one that most influenced me. I didn't know. Oh fuck! I'm gonna have to translate this to him. So bad that he couldn't hear it like for
well, you can
first
say
time.
part in Spanish and then translate to English. You
So
can say Spanish. It's
I'm gonna say
fine.
it. I'm gonna say it first in English, then I'm gonna translate it. Now that I am 32, right? I try to be more like him in many ways. That I thought that side of him for almost my entire life, and now I am like, oh, I wish that actually I am in that way. I think maybe because in that moment that part was affecting me, and now kind of like I can use it. Like for example, he doesn't feel affected for anything, right? You can, as I mentioned before, if
Oh,
people doesn't like me, if people uh, don't believe in me, if people judge me or whatever like that, it does affect me, right, a lot. And then I use it for my advantage, right? But it does affect me. He does not. He does not. He's just one of those
wow.
kiddish
What?
and he
What?
is immune. And I feel it, and I know I have been with him all my entire life, and I know that he just just resbala. It's just like he's like impermeable. I don't know. It's just like it doesn't go through anything. That in my childhood it affect me because right, like you are the youngest brother, and sometimes like that also means like maybe sometimes a lack of empathy sometimes, and that would have helped me as a younger brother. But now it's kind of like such a good skill, that he had actually that help in life a lot of times to not to feel that affected for the other people or for the other stuff. And like that many times, and now I always complain that he was pretty chill in life, meaning like everything is go away, like kind of like really chill, and I was more dramatic, more like no, but you have to figure it out and more intense, and he was like more relaxed, and I am now like way more like him. A lot of time I find myself being like, this is something that he will say, or this is how he will be. That years ago I would have get so
You would
mad at
never.
him. I would have get so mad. Like, how can you know, act like that? You don't give a shit. You don't matter. And I am like now, like he's right. Like, yeah, sometimes, yeah, he's like, yeah. So I think that
Wow.
for good or bad, he impacted me a lot. And now there is still part that I do not agree of his personality, but there is some that I am like, oh shit, like, yeah, he has really, really good quality. So my dad, my mom, and my brother, my oldest brother, are the ones that most inspired me
Uh-huh,
uh,
uh-huh. And
in
what
my
about
life.
now? You said now it's a different group.
What about now? The first one that I thought is Heather, which is my actual girlfriend, right? Because uh, at least in the way that I take relationship are one of the biggest part of our life, right? So it's impossible that in my way that person does not affect you, right? So she is right now a big part of my life. So everything that I think about the future includes her, right? And includes what we are gonna do, and of course to be where we both want to be in the future. The school has to grow and it has to create some certain independence and everything. So, and also like she does amazing in her job. She's really cool in that way. So kind of like I see her. Uh, in the
As
professional
influencing you.
in the
Wait, Heather
professional
is the
side.
girlfriend right now, or has the Heather is the?
It's the girlfriend right now, yeah.
Okay, okay.
The girlfriend right now. So I see her kind of like in the professional side pretty up, and I have to catch up. I have to be to that level.
Oh wait, is she
So
also a dancer?
no, she's not a dancer. She does something
Okay,
completely
but
different.
just professionally, she is
Yeah, yeah,
at the
yeah.
level you want to be.
Exactly, exactly. She's really, really successful in her job, right? Like she's doing really well. So I'm like, okay, okay, I have to catch up that level, right? So that inspired me pretty much a lot. Uh,
Oh, I like that.
then uh, I don't know, the second and third people that influence me right now to do more.
Huh?
I
Yourself.
don't,
I think you're inspiring yourself. Because you're such a
I don't,
driven person. I literally have never seen somebody more driven. You just go for it. I love
uh,
it. You're so driven.
so so I will have to define inspire to mention the two people that I'm gonna mention because inspire in the way that I just mentioned Heather, it's kind of like look up, right? It's kind of like trying to be at that, trying to reach that, right?
Yes.
But then inspire is that people like, for example, at the beginning, the first person that I mentioned, right, that she believed a lot of me, she pushed me, right?
Oh,
She
influenced you. Yes, she influenced you.
influenced me,
Yes.
yeah, she influenced me, right? So there is people today that influence me in that way, kind of like it made me do stuff in the way of like, oh, for this person I have to do it, right? Like I have to, which one of the person is Gary, for example, right? He supports me a lot as well. He's really,
Yeah, he's amazing.
yeah, he's been a student of mine. He went to Maryland to live like for almost a year, something like that, and then he came back. And then he's so involved in the school that more unconsciously than consciously, right? But more unconsciously, he's so involved in the school that I am like, the school cannot fail because if not, he will not have it. So it inspired me in that way, like the school has to be there for him to be part of it, right?
Yeah.
So I
Yes, 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 yes.
can see, and he also mentioned it many times, how how the school impacting his life. So I'm like, the school must be there for him, right? It's Gary place. Gary has a place in the school that is just his place, right? And nobody else is gonna ever have it more than him.
He is, yeah,
The
yeah.
school has to be there so he can have that place and also have to grow. So if he wants, he can even have more space in the school, right?
Yes, yes,
So
yes, yes,
he
yes.
inspired me in that way, in the way that I wanted not to fail, I wanted to succeed.
Oh,
So he has a bigger place. Um,
that's
yeah,
so true. He does a lot, and he is amazing human, and I'm so happy that he's
yeah.
helping you.
And the third person, I would not say it's there is three person, there is no order, right? There is three people. I just mentioned it in the way that came to my head. Um, The third one is, I would say, Mariano. But also those three are the three that I most spend time with, right? In order, I would say, kind of like the two, kind of. Uh,
And Mariano is your bachata instructor.
he's my friend, first of all.
Oh, first he was your friend before you were just friends.
In timeline speaking, he was my friend's friend, but also like I don't know, in the way that I will describe it, I would say like he's my friend, and he also is one of the teachers of the school. He teach bachata on Wednesday for the school.
Oh, I didn't know you guys
Uh,
were friends first.
we were friends before, and then we kept going with the friendship, right? And he inspired me because he's like the opposite person to me. Basically, we are kind of like he reminds me a lot of my dad, and so I let myself influence by his idea a lot of time. So I would say the three of them inspire me in really different ways.
Yes,
Mariano,
yes,
Mariano make me help me to be different in my failures, right? To open my mind. I think that I am pretty in the way that I do what I want and I know what I want, it's really difficult to persuade me, right? To influence me.
yeah.
So in Mariano, because he thinks so out of my box, a lot of time unconsciously, but even consciously, I try to allow myself to just let him influence me a lot and kind of like try to break that box and be like, okay, like things a little bit outside of what you want, and maybe there is something that you are missing because you are so just watching this that there is a part that actually you are not paying attention to. So I let
That's
him intentionally, not only unconsciously because he's just an important person in my life, but also intentionally. I let Mariano influence me and try to get his idea and get his way to see life, his way to see the school and everything. We talk about the school a lot, so we we brainstorm a lot of times and we come with a lot of ideas. So
that's
Mariana will be the third
amazing.
person. Yeah, that definitely will be the three.
That's amazing. Thanks for sharing. I love it. Yeah, I totally can see that. You guys do spend a lot of time together and everything. And so that makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you so much. My next question is the books. I know you mentioned some books. What are the three books that changed your life or that you would recommend
Ah,
others to
how
read?
to how to how to influence people
Yeah.
and make friends.
How to make
That
friends and influence people.
that one. I don't know. I read it in Spanish. Cómo influenciar gente, cómo ser amigos y influir en las personas. That I read that book. I was in a sales company, and it's crazy, and I love it. Right, even when a lot of people reject a lot of sales book, there is not every single business book that is actually a self-help book. So when a lot of time I hear people kind of like, yeah, I know that stuff. It's like, do you read this and that? Look the section. You will find that section in business slash personal development. That's self-help book. That's kind of like therapy. What you are doing, boludo. So that you got that one. um, I really like that one because I fall in the trap that usually people think. I was in a sales company. All the people, the managers and everything recommended that book, as a business book, of succeed book. So I kind of like went to this bookstore. I went to a couple of bookstores and I didn't find it. And then I went to a bookstore. I'm never gonna forget this. There was a girl, super pretty, right? Really, really beautiful. And I was like, wow, she's so gorgeous. And I was like, I'm gonna impress her, even like telling her about that I'm looking for this business book, right? And then I started to ask for a list of book actually, starting for that one. And then she was like, yeah, that's all like the like self help book, right? And I was like, what? No, right? Like I was like so disappointed because I thought that I was kind of like looking for business, super cool book, and then I was like self develop book, self help book. And I was like, I'm not crazy to read that kind of stuff. Like what? And then it helped the manipulative title of that book, right? Because yeah, I was in sales and I was like, I'm gonna learn tricks how to close deals and stuff like that. And that fucking book teach you how to be a good people, how to be a good person. I was so cheated, like I felt so tricked. I wanted to brainwash people, and then I ended up being a good person. Like it sucks. So
Oh, what a cute story. That makes sense, though. That makes sense, though. Sometimes life surprises you. You think you're going to get A and you get completely different, and it
Yeah,
helps you.
that will make me way better people, way better person,
Oh,
definitely. So that's changed my entire life, definitely. Another of the main books that I will say it helped me a little bit that I apply way more than what it was before. Los 12 hábitos de la gente altamente exitosa, which is translated 12 habits of the most successful people, I guess, in English.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
Uh, and then, mm, oh, there is two.
Yeah.
One that come easily, which is the Bible.
Hmm.
And I heard it in this way when it was recommended to me for uh, a personal coach that he passed away.
Oh,
Yeah, not that I met him, right? Like one of the videos and all of the stuff, but he used to have talks in the company that I used to work. He said that you have to read the Bible, but not for a religious thing. The Bible is basically a manual of life. Basically, whatever can goes wrong and good, it is in the Bible. Like not reading the Bible as a religious book, if not as a life lesson book. And you will find that yeah, it's just like a life lesson book. Like um, not looking
yes.
at God as a religious entity or like the blonde, blue-eyed guys, like Jesus. If not like looking more God like karma or like more like life itself being you do something right, things go right, you believe, you go through bad things and sometimes you feel that something is supporting you, like, just like taking out the religious context, just reading it it is
Yes.
as it is. In the way that I see it, just as it is, just a book. And then the other one is Ton of Diamonds, I think it will be translated, Toneladas de Diamantes, which is a story, really short story, really nice, that shows just to appreciate what we have. That
Oh,
a lot of time we have been talking a lot of like, oh, look for this, do this, and kind of like things about
next, next,
projects.
next.
Next,
Yeah.
we have been talking for the almost 2 hours. Well, that's a long time. For next. But I think the key of happiness go more to Buddhism, which is just like life is suffering and we just there is just nothing more than the moment, and there is no sort of happiness. It's just like the moment as it is. And that book a little bit teach you not about Buddhism, just about like
Enjoy the moment now.
yeah, but I don't want to use that phrase because that phrase has a connotation already. That is more like let's party and no enjoy the moment right now. Just this is what you have. Like it's just how it is. Like whatever is going go well, wrong, good, bad. It's just it's just how it is, right? And
So,
there is
like, be in the moment.
yeah, just that also has a connotation. That's why I don't.
Okay,
I like
accept
to be
that this is
accurate.
the
I like to
moment.
be accurate in my communication, but in English I don't have the skills, and
We
and
need
I
a
don't know.
Spanish version of this.
Let's get a Spanish version of this. That will be way better.
It'll be
Uh,
better in Spanish. You can say it in Spanish and then translate.
definitely.
How would you say it in Spanish?
Um, Now let me think in Spanish. How I would say it.
And then we'll
Lo
have
que lo que
listening.
te- lo que tenés es lo que hay. Lo que
Okay, so
tenés es
it
lo
is
que
what it
hay.
is.
It is memory. It is what it is. That has a connotation, and that's pretty accurate. It is what it is. It is what it is, and then that's it. There is no more than that, right? So just try to find either what is good in it, or just know that sooner or later there will be another thing that it will be good, right? It is what it is. So I don't know. There
Yeah,
is
that
no.
makes sense. That makes
It is.
sense.
It is. When I opened the school, I never thought that I will be happy with the school when I can be in Miami while I have a bachata class. That's what I want to transmit. When I opened the school, I didn't open the school thinking like, oh, one day I'm gonna be in Miami, and then while I am in Miami to chatting and having an interview, I will have a bachata class in New York and I will still make money. No, that wasn't my mindset, right? It was just like I am gonna open a school, and if this Monday I have 4 people, I can pay that hour. five, six people. I can pay that hour, and I didn't lose money, and with that I am happy, and that's it. That's all that I need for now. And then two times, second time, third time, and then I was like, as soon as have a first class that I make the money enough to pay another hour, I just open that hour, and that's it. That's all what I need. I am happy with it, and I just enjoy it, and I was just happy with what I have, thinking and wanting to happen more, but I was happy with what I have. I was happy when I had the first 12 people, and that was for me the entire world. I wasn't like, no, I had two people, I need to have more, and whatever like that, right? Uh, with the social, sometimes, yeah, I felt more like that, like, oh shit, I have just 40, I need 80. Sometimes that happened, but in
Oh,
general in life, it's just like, yeah, just be happy with what you have, you know.
I
Uh,
like that. That's very important. That's very important. It's
yeah.
really beautiful. I love it. Okay,
So
okay.
that's one of diamonds. It's speak about it, kind of.
Oh, that's what that book kind of basically says as well. Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
it just enjoy, just like, yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Learn how to appreciate what you have. Basically,
Appreciate what you. Oh, that's a good one. Appreciate what you have. That's a good one. Appreciate what
yeah,
you have. Yes,
that's
and
what
then
one of diamond is about.
I like it. I like it. Okay, okay. I think I have like a few more questions, and we're gonna let you go.
Okay.
So
How long
you.
usually your interview lasts?
Yeah, this is the longest ever. Usually it's
Longest
like an
ever?
hour. It's
It's
never
an
gone
hour.
over an hour.
Hope it is interesting enough for someone if they see all of it. If they see
You're
all of
just
it,
such an interesting person. I
that will be
want to
like a
talk to
movie.
you.
I will be like so crazy. If you say like there was one user, you see, I am happy with what I have. If you say like we have one person that's so entirely, even if it is like I don't know, like your cousin, I will be like, wow, that's crazy. Someone took the time for this. That's crazy.
Aw.
But no, I enjoy the journey. I love to have this conversation with you.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm loving it too. I think we haven't even had time to chat that long usually, so this is a super fun for me. So I would say if you could create one law or rule that everyone in the world has to follow, what would you be?
No,
Yes.
that's the first thing that you can ask me. Be fucking sincere, people. So, if I have to create one rule that everyone has to follow in the world, that would be definitely one. Just to be straightforward, be honest. Like, don't no filter. I hate politeness stuff. I hate like filters and whatever like that. I just wish that we all can say our thoughts exactly as they come without anyone feeling offended, which is almost impossible. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But if you ask me, so that will be my rule. Will be like you all say what is in your mind and no one get offended. That will be because at the end it's just thoughts, you know. Like I can change it right away in the way like in 10 minutes maybe I change something different. Uh, and also like I don't know. It's give me a good picture of you. It doesn't mean like, oh, we are all going to agree, right? Because a lot of people I will find that they will say stuff that I don't like, that I don't agree. But the amazing part that being honest and being transparent that create is like, okay, Mari, you, this is what you are. This is what is going in your mind. This is what I now have the control if I want to be with you or not.
Ah, because you see the real picture.
Because I see who you are and I see the real picture. It's not that I am your friend for 10 years. You actually changed and you were always polite. And one day there is a situation that shows the true you, and then everything is gone, you know? So it is not that mean that we all should be with the people. We should all say truly what we want and what we think. And then it's all up to us to take it or no, you know. And but that's important. Not get offended. You are just like, oh, okay, I don't like it. I'm leaving. No, oh, I got offended. You have to change. Tell me another thing. You have to be different. That don't judge me. You change for me. It's just like a double moral. It's like don't judge me. You change.
Know or you want to share, or maybe a message to the world.
Yeah, if
Anything else?
I mean, I'm gonna say this message for my future self, right? And for
Okay.
also if there is some soul that by accident fall into this video and swallow the entire 2 hours, right? I don't know. Just this is cliche, but life is a journey, and good things and bad things are gonna come, and just take it as temporarily stuff. Everything is just temporarily. And then when we are old, we remember just like a small percent of what life was. So everything is just no more than literally what is happening now, and then that's it.
I
So
love it. Everything is temporary. That's such a message for me because I get scared like to do certain things because I'm like, oh my God, what if it's this? What if it's that? But to know that mindset of it, it's temporary. It's gonna have the reaction it's gonna have. It's gonna be the way it's gonna be. But then there's gonna be the next thing. It's not gonna
yeah,
stay.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's beautiful. Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. This has been amazing. And I want to wish you all the success in the world, in your professional life and in your personal life. I hope everything works out as well. I feel like you're one of those people that deserves all the goodness in the world.
Oh, no, definitely,
Definitely.
no, definitely no.
Thank you so much for everything. And everybody go check out salsasabrosaschool.com, salsasabrosaschool.com. And Instagram is
Same thing. Salsa Sabrosa School, you will see it everywhere. Like if you look for it in Facebook, Instagram, or salsasabrosa.com or Google Salsa Sabrosa School, you will find it.
yes. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Talk
you.
to you later.
Bye bye.